Hey, good morning, Brotherhood Coaching. I got a few minutes before I got to take off to go pick up my little girl at school. I wanted to do this week's episode on basically a lot of stuff that's just kind of going on in my life. And I was very frustrated yesterday, and I brought it home. And basically, when I was at work, I had to do something that I didn't agree with, that I thought was a waste of time. However, me not doing it and being insubordinate would have made it a bigger issue than it was. And I'm sure you can relate to stuff like that because I've actually had guys do it to me. What they were actually refusing to do made it an issue as opposed to just doing it. So did it, don't agree with it, but that's not my call to make. So that frustration, though, it was a sign. It was a sign that I got to take action. And so I'm going to share with you guys kind of like my plan of action, what I'm going to do with it. A lot of times we'll get frustrated and we shut down. We don't want to do anything and just become kind of pain in the butts. And that's not going to get us accomplished anything. So I got to take action. My plan of action is to flank again. When I say flank again, I'm like, about a year ago, I tried to propose a different type of training style department-wide. And it really didn't catch on, didn't understand. So does that mean I give up? Well, I did. I tried something else that was working a little bit, but this is just a sign I got to do something more. So I'm going to share with you my quick training proposal. I'm actually putting together a short presentation on it. But this is how my brain works with stuff. And it happened because I actually read, I don't know if you guys saw the social media post someone put out. It was from the City of Los Angeles Fire Department. Their fire chief put out a memo to the captains of all the ladder trucks saying that the captains will be held responsible for the performance of the ladder crew and assign the people on it. It's typically a position that is earned. And it got me thinking, right? So we need to use multiple layers with training. And just like with the fire service, think about it. We have smoke detectors in our home. We have sprinkler systems some people will install. We have fire alarm systems put in. And then there's people can get fire extinguishers put in their home. We also have the fire department show up. So there's multiple layers with the fire protection. Well, how about we have multiple layers with our training? And when I say that, it's this. It's always going to be company officer based because that's the person that's in the station. And unless you have a person that's assigned to just actually put on hands-on training, then you have to rely on your company officers and then your battalion chiefs and then your training division. So here's a proposal I'm trying to put together. I'm working on a training manual right now that I got the base from my good buddy Grant Schwalbe. Thank you very much. And I'm tweaking it towards our department. Another one of our captains is putting together skill sheets for, I really don't know what to call them, but I guess skill sheets to show, hey, are you proficient? Well, how do you know you're proficient? Did you meet these benchmarks in the skill sheet? So he's putting those together. We need those as our baseline because that's what we're going to work off of. So we have these put together, and then each month a company officer gets issued one skill sheet maybe to start. This is just where my brain is going. Start simple, and then you can add on to it. So you get a skill sheet. You're responsible for that month of making sure everyone on your crew is proficient in that. They have to demonstrate it, and you sign them off. Record it however you want to do it. And then you add your next layer, the battalion chiefs. Well, our battalion chiefs are responsible for 6 stations, 7 captains. So what they've almost seen is in a month's time, it might work for your agency. My proposal is going to be they have 2 months. 2 months to make sure that the captains are proficient. Because if the captains are making sure the firemen are proficient and the engineers, then you just got to worry about making sure the captain. Because if the captain's proficient, then he can make sure that his crew's proficient. So they're responsible for that. And then quarterly, the division chief does their drill, what have you, of making sure everyone met the benchmarks. Because if people show up and they're not proficient, that means the battalion chief, what happened? Why weren't they good? And then you can go to captain too. Hey, there's 2 other layers before they get to the training division person of why aren't they proficient with it. So I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to see how it works. I'll explain a lot better because in my presentation I know that as long as I can give that emotional response and give the audience that aha moment and they buy into it, then it'll be successful. If they don't, that means I got to regroup again and try a different angle. So that's kind of what's on my mind. I'm excited to share it with you because I think this will work with it. Of course, a lot of that work is going to have to come from me and anyone else that's going to volunteer time to actually put the project together. But as far as putting it out, it'll be the responsibility of each company officer and battalion chief and then the training division. So If you guys got comments, comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of that. I'll probably actually do the presentation maybe live in this group once it's all put together. You guys give me some feedback so I can tweak it a little bit and make it better. So otherwise, hope you guys have a good week. If you got something out of this, share it up with somebody else, and I'll talk to you later.